So I felt a how-to video was in order for an alternate way of removing the carbon canister, or more commonly referred to as, well, charcoal canister, carbon canister, or whatever, which is this guy, which, the tree-hugging hippies put it on the Nissan 300ZX 90 through 96. To catch the extra fuel that evaporated from the fuel tank, and then when the engine cooled down, it would be pulled back into the intake. Anyway, I didn't attempt to remove this thing because the only documentation online suggests removing the entire bumper and then removing the driver's side intercooler. So I just happened to be in here troubleshooting a leaky, where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. A leaky coolant overflow, which I found had a slight cut, ironically enough, from the carbon canister that sits right here, something like that. So I removed that, and I see the carbon canister, and I was like, well, why not try to just remove it while I'm in here? So, here we go. All I did was take off the wheel and take out the coolant overflow tank that sits right like this. It's got two pieces, and just kind of comes off, so you have to pop that in there, finagle it through a little hole up here, and then pop the upper section in from above. But there's no removing the bumper, there's no removing the intercooler. I mean, it's just basically this one bolt, and and just remove the hoses that I could, and then I had to cut one of them. So, but and then obviously I'm going to do the bypass technique that they talked about on the Robo link or whatnot. But this seems like it. I've never removed the front fascia on this, but I'm thinking this was a lot easier. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, I thought this was going to be a bigger job than it was. But I just happened to be able to do it while I was in here. So anyway, I didn't see any videos on this, so I figured I would start, or just add a little knowledge to the internet. So real easy to do. Wheel, coolant overflow, and one bolt, and it's these little bent needle nose pliers came in handy. And then a pair of diagonal pliers or dikes. Of course, like a 9mm. Oh yeah, that's another thing I had to do. I had to remove the hose, obviously, from the driver's side intercooler to the turbo. But it's all real easy. I think it was a 9mm socket. So, but yeah, enjoy.